Are we all trying to do the racial math on me? How are we doing? We trying to solve my ambiguity? You're like, why does this Asian man look like if Justin Long was one of the Try Guys? Yeah. I'm not happy about it. Yeah, you're like, I look like Adam Driver worked at Google. Yeah, it's not great. The answer's simple to this quandary. I'm half Irish and half Chinese. Yeah, a couple woos, sure, why not? We'll do it. It's fun being ambiguous looking because it throws people off whenever I say anything remotely Asian. For instance, I love chicken feet. All right, I'll say it again. My favorite food is chicken feet. Yeah, here we go. We're building on momentum now. You can get it at any dim sum restaurant. I highly recommend. Now, I know for a fact that I'm losing at least half of you right now. All right, and I know this because every time I simply say I love chicken feet, people freak the fuck out. I trigger audiences. Turns out I am an edgelord, but for dim sum. And I'm not happy about this because I've truly loved this food ever since I was a little kid. Like, I would bring chicken feet to school for lunch. Yeah, you know how like some Asian kids would be like embarrassed by their food? I'd be like, fuck no, I'd lean in. I'd be like, yeah, I'm a little rat boy that gnaws on talons, deal with it. Didn't have a lot of friends, obviously. I think it was very confusing growing up. My parents were so different from each other. Like my mom was a strict immigrant Chinese mom and my dad was Irish Bostonian trash. Easy comparison. My mom taught me the importance of a good education and my dad taught me that it's not really a drinking problem if no one knows about it. Very wise. But like he was fun too. Like we forget that about alcoholics. Like he was like my party dad. We do. Like fuck off, right? Like we all called him my party dad because growing up with him was like living in an 80s college movie 24/7. Like everything he did, you could punctuate with like an air guitar, like meow. For instance, one time he got so drunk at one of my Little League games that whenever I got a hit, he'd run the bases with me. Yeah. And he was also the umpire. Party dad, meow. Don't worry about that. Think of this as like Chekhov's gun, but for guitars, okay? Like at some point, a chill-ass white dude is gonna play Wonderwall, okay? It's for my theater nerds in the audience. Yeah, woo! But like, it turns out there is a fine line between party dad and full-blown alcoholic. Thanks a lot, therapy, right? I found out that my dad was a cheating dad. Anybody else have a cheating dad? Yeah, hell yeah! All right, my people. Okay. Yeah, it's a very Irish Catholic tradition. Hope no one else celebrates. But like, listen, I don't know if you guys feel this way, but it like hurt me as a little kid, right? Because he basically walked out of me and my mom to be with these other women, right? But I've learned to forgive him in my own way. Because the fun thing about my cheating dad is that he had kids with all these different kinds of women, and they're just slightly different versions of me. Yeah, so having a cheating dad is a lot like the multiverse from Marvel movies. Yeah, right? Except the details just keep getting lamer and lamer. I'm like, whoa, in Tucson, I have blonde hair, I sell commercial real estate, and my favorite rapper is Lil Xan? Okay, that kind of sucks, yeah. That is the shittiest variant. And I have no problem making fun of these other kids, no problem, because I know they're doing the same thing about me. They're like, there's a Chinese version of me that's a struggling comedian and like ska music, yeah. Yeah, that is the nightmare universe. Yeah, it's not that bad. Get to perform at the Burbank Comedy Festival, baby. Okay, I'll leave you guys. So I was raised a lot by my grandma too. So this is an impression of my immigrant Chinese grandma trying to say "fuck off" to a white woman trying to talk down to her. Okay. Okay, thank you. All right, now, stand-up comedy, I don't want to do this, okay? Truly, I don't. My first love was playing in pop punk bands, okay? So I just want to play you a couple pop punk songs for you, especially like early 2000s pop punk. Okay. Get it. All right, here we go. It'll be quick, I swear. This is an early 2000s pop punk song. I want to skateboard real fast so you can kiss my ass. Mommy and daddy say go slow, but I'm not part of your status quo. It's Saturday night. Should I skateboard or kiss girls? Who cares? Fuck you.